Hey guys, Rttf here and welcome to another FIFA 21 player review, and in this video guys, I'm going to be reviewing the 87 rated road to the final Rttf Icardi from PSG. I thought that in the end, I may as well buy this card and review him because I already have quite a few PSG players in my club. Neymar, who sadly for having to review Gnabry at the same time, I couldn't really fit Neymar realistically into the team. You know, having that foot freeze at Marquinhos, of course, the record breaker Mbappe, who I feel like every match of FIFA I play now, Mbappe just needs to be in the team just because he's just insane for me. But yeah, I thought that we'd buy a card, just see what he's like. He has gone down in price a little bit since I bought him. I bought him for 60,000 coins. He's gone down now to 40,000 coins, 40,000 coins for a card that's 87 rated, who has the potential for more upgrades to come as well. Again, I can't remember who PSG are playing in the last 16. I think it might be Barca, mightn't it? And that's a game that is too hard to call in my personal opinion on like who's going to go through. But anyway, 3 games played with this Icardi card, 3 goals scored and 3 assists. Does also have 3-star skill moves as well as 4-star weak foot. He actually has some pretty cool in-game stats, although his base stats make him to look actually a very average card. When you look at his in-game stats, he actually has some awesome stats. You know, 92 finishing, 87 shot power, 94 positioning, 89 reactions, 86 composure as well. I did also have the Hawk chem stat applied to him, and then finishing with the player trait is the solid player, the power header, and the outside foot shot trait. And to be fair, I thought it was a decent card. You know, he got me 6 goal contributions in 3 games, which is a great return. I think he got a goal contribution in every single game that he played for me. And, you know, he was impressive. I think for the fact that I have used players very similar to Icardi this year. For example, one to watch, Luis Suarez, you know, has even less pace than Icardi. And I think even, no, has more dribbling than Icardi and more shooting as well, but on the whole, like a similar style player to Icardi in that his agility and his balance aren't great, his pace stats aren't great, and I think for having the experience of Suarez and being able to learn how to use cards this year that maybe do have a lack in pace and a lack in some dribbling sets, of being able to learn how to use them well, I think certainly benefited me in being able to kind of get up to speed a little bit more quicker with this Icardi card. Is he the best striker in the game? No, he isn't. Is he anywhere near the level of Kylian Mbappe? Certainly not, and I think we should all expect him not to be anywhere near a level of a Kylian Mbappe, but I think for what he goes for in the market, you know, he's decent value for money. Of course, there is the fact that PSG have a difficult start in the last 16. You know, no matter what, I know Barcelona aren't the team that, you know, the what they were 2 or 3 years ago, but on their day, Barcelona can still very much give PSG a game. And you know, if you look at how PSG have played this season, they haven't been great even in their own domestically. So in regards to, is this a card that you want to buy because you think it's going to go up so much more in ratings? It's far from guaranteed. But you know, this card, I thought his finishing was top class. Couldn't fault that in game. You know, 92 finishing, 94 positioning. The Hawk chem style gets his positioning up to 99, his shot power goes to 97, his finishing goes up to 97 as well, which is obviously great. He's got the 4-star weak foot as well, which is pretty cool, the outside foot shot trait. His finishing, to be fair, in game was actually pretty good. I couldn't fault that. You know, 3 goals in 3 games is a solid return, so, you know, I was pleased with that. And also his passing, you know, to come in with 3 assists as well was pretty good. He does have 82 short passing, 82 curves, 78 vision. Again, you know, obviously for a striker, passing stats don't have to be insane, but for the passing stats that he does have, you know, they're pretty good. You know, the 82 short passing and the 78 vision allows him to link up well with, you know, the players in the team, whether it be, for example, in the case of the review that I was doing, you know, be able to link up well with Gnabry, you know, Mbappe and stuff like that. He provided assists to those 2 guys, you know, in the 3 games that I used him with. So I was happy with his passing. Would I play him as a cam? Absolutely not. He has to be played as a striker if you are going to use him. And yeah, he was good. I think definitely if you're going to be buying him though, obviously have a chem style, maybe like the Hunter or a Hawk, something like that. At least a chem style or a Catalyst as well. You know, a chem style is going to get up you know, his pace stats. Pace and, I mean, his dribbling, to be fair, is actually not too bad. I mean, his agility and balance are in the high 70s. His other dribbling stats are actually in the mid 80s, which is pretty good to be fair. But on the whole, he is a good card. Obviously, on the face of it, his stats look very average, but in game, you know, when you go into those in games, that he actually looks a lot better in my personal opinion. And yes, he has 68 stamina. The stamina's not an issue that much this year in my personal opinion. I can't really recall him ever getting like too tired. I think if he was working as like a 1-man striker, I think that would have more an effect on the stamina because he's in like a 2-man attack. He's not having to do quite as more running up top. He can kind of like, him and Mbappe can kind of like balance it out between each other. So actually his stamina when using him wasn't that much of an issue at all. But on the whole, I think he's a decent card to use. You know, we've got me a good good return, and there is the potential for upgrades. Obviously, don't guarantee the upgrades coming in, but I think, you know, as a decent league gun striker, I thought for what he goes for the market at 40,000 coins now, you can't really complain with that. I think it's decent value for money. But anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this player review, and I'll see you guys later.